politics. All on your darling station, Vicinity 95.3 FM, Ikejile, Ijesha.
This is Vicinity 95.3 FM. Kejile Ijesha, OLUWAFUNKE, Israel with Global News. First headlines. INEC conducts by-election in 13 states across the Federation. ECOWAS new president seeks return of Sahel states to the bloc. An Australian government proposes restriction of screening system for childcare workers. Now the news in full. Registered voters in 13 states across Nigeria are voting in polls to elect new representatives in the Senate, House of Representatives and State Houses of Assembly. According to Independent National Electoral Commission, the by-elections is taking place in 16 constituencies in Jigawa, Edo, Ogun, Oyo, Adamawa, Anambra, Kaduna, Kano, Taraba, Kogi, Niger, Enugu, and Zamfara states. According to reports reaching us, a peaceful voting exercise was recorded in Remo Federal Constituency, Ogun State, on Saturday. The All Progressives Congress candidates in the by-election for Remo Adeshola Elegbeji, after casting a vote, commended the electoral body, INEC, and security operatives for providing the much-needed ambience for a peaceful poll. She also lauded voters for coming out in large numbers to exercise the franchise to fill the vacancy left following the death of former occupier of the seat, the former Deputy Chief Whip, Adeomi Ononuga. The Inspector General of Police, RGP Kayode Egbetekun, has ordered a comprehensive institutional review of the 128-page report recently published by Amnesty International's alleging a pattern of extrajudicial killings and human rights violations by the Nigerian police force and other security agencies in the southeast. In a statement by the force public relations officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi in Abuja, said the moves was in line with Egbetekun's unwavering commitment to transparency, accountability, and operational professionalism, while the police force said it remained committed to upholding the fundamental rights of all citizens, said it was equally necessary to place on record that previous reports by Amnesty International have no occasion included factual inaccuracies and sweeping generalizations. A South African court has blocked a major offshore oil exploration project by French energy giant and its partner, citing inadequate environmental assessment. The ruling annuls the environmental authorization previously granted by the 10,000-kilometer exploration zone of South Africa's Cape Coast. The judge found that the government had failed to properly consider the socio-economic risk of oil spills, climate impact, and potential disruption to local fishing communities. However, the court left room for a revised application, encouraging the companies to conduct deeper environmental and climate impact studies. The decision follows legal action by environmental groups, marking the latest clash between conservation advocates and oil companies over coastal drilling plans in South Africa. Sierra Leone President Julius Maada Bio has called on Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger to return to the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, as he continues his diplomatic tour within West Africa. As the newly appointed chair of the regional bloc, Maada Bio expressed optimism that his strong ties with the three countries could help mend relations. The three junta-led nations officially withdrew from ECOWAS in January following the formation of the Alliance of Sahel States amid tensions over the bloc's demand for a return to democratic rule in Niger after its 2023 coup. emphasized the need for regional unity and pledged to focus on democracy, security cooperation, economic integration, and restoring the credibility of ECOWAS institutions during its tenure to combat rising threats of terrorism, climate change, military coup, and poverty. In a bid to end the use of inaccurate African map sizes, the African Union has backed a campaign to end the use by government and international organizations of the 16th century Mercator map of the world in favor of one that more accurately displays Africa's size. The map created by cartographer Gerardos Mercator has been reported to distort continent sizes, enlarging areas near the poles like North America and Greenland while shrinking Africa and South America. The map campaign, led by advocacy groups Africa No Filter and Speak Up Africa, has revived the debate, urging organizations to adopt the 2018 Equal F projection, which tries to reflect countries' true sizes. AU Commission Deputy Chairperson Selma Maleka Adadi said the campaign aligned with its goal of reclaiming Africa's rightful place on the global stage amid growing calls for reparations for colonialism and slavery. This is Vicinity 95.3 FM. Kejile Ijesha. Global News will continue shortly. And thanks for staying tuned for news updates and live streaming. Visit our website at vicinity953fm.com.ng. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at Vicinity95.3 FM. For breaking news, send us an email at vicinitynewsroom@gmail.com or call 081-4365-8302. Now the rest of the news. Over 200 dead as flash floods wreaks havoc in India and Pakistan. India-controlled Kashmir, at least reported 60 people died and 80 have remained unaccounted for after a cloudburst struck coast village, sweeping away homes and suspending a major Hindu pilgrimage. In Pakistan, 164 people were killed in the flash flood, while a relief helicopter crashed in bad weather, killing all 5 on board. Rescuers evacuated around 1,600 stranded persons from flood-hit mountainous districts in both countries. Officials warned that more heavy rain could worsen conditions in the already devastated Himalayan and northern regions. Australian government has proposed the restriction of screening system for childcare workers. The banned in all and banned in one legislation means states and territories will now share information of a person applying to work with children who has been rejected due to criminal that at the end of the year are part of wider safety reforms in the childcare sector after a spate of sexual and physical abuse cases that shocked the country. Childcare costs are extremely high in Australia. Federal and state governments have poured millions of dollars into the sector in recent years. A bit of sport. Atalanta coach Ivan Juric has voiced concerns over the potential exit of Nigerian forward Ademola Lookman, warning that the club risks losing up to 90% of its goals from last season. Lookman has boycotted training for more than a week after criticizing the club's decision to reject a €45 million bid from Inter Milan. Juric revealed the striker explained his position before working out on the sad but unavoidable situation. The Atalanta coach is banking on Gianluca Semenka's recovery from injury to bolster the team's reinforcement. 10 Global News, another look at the headlines. Registered voters in 36 states across Nigeria voting in polls to elect new representatives in the Senate, House of Representatives and State Houses of Assembly. We told you that Sierra Leonean President Julius Maada Bio has called on Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger to return to the economic community of West African states as he continues his diplomatic tour within West Africa. Lastly, you heard Australia government has proposed a restriction of screening system for childcare workers in the country. And just before we go, the last line: no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. That was Global News as edited by Sheikh Ibrahim. I am OLUWAFUNKE Israel. Many thanks for listening. Please stay tuned for news nationwide at 6 o'clock. Good afternoon.
Music, sports,
In towards Lukaku.
entertainment, politics, all on your darling station, Vicinity 95.3 FM, Ikejule, Ijesha.